Hello everybody, my name is James. Welcome to the American Horror Story Season 5 Freak Show Episode 5, episode entitled Pink Cupcakes. We'll do a recap, review, whatever you want to call it. So, this episode starts off with the gay con and the fake fortune teller talking about how they're gonna put the freaks in like little aquarium things, or not aquarium things, aquarium tanks, and sell them to the museum. He's talking about how he wants to get the seal boy, and Jake's talking about how she don't want to do it, how you gonna do it, like I don't know, want to murder people, and he's like, what, you got soft, and she asks for more money. His gay magazines fall on the floor, and she says the only thing people hate in Jupiter more than freaks is boofs. So that guy's 100% gay. Apparently, whatever. This episode gets a little awkward, and if you're, yeah, it gets a little awkward. Um, what else happens? Jimmy, the lobster boy, they're doing their first show at the packed house. He's rehearsing juggling, talking about how he's been known as lobster boy his entire life. Fortune teller chick pops up behind him and says, you still rehearse? And he says, yeah, after all these years, I still get stage fright. She starts, like, she makes tells him his fortune with his palm, his future. And she basically told him there's a guy coming, he's gonna be bad, and get out where you can and go, you're smart. Like, she talks him up. Um, sorry, I thought it was gonna sneeze, so, yeah, she talks him up and tells him how smart he is and how good looking and how he should go up north to the big city. And he goes in for a kiss and she goes, no. He goes, oh, well, I guess I could do anything but that, huh? And then he walks away. Um, they're looking for the strong man. We don't know what a strong man is. He goes into his trailer. Jimmy goes into his trailer, Lobster Boy. Looking for him is there's the three-breasted woman who's also a hermaphrodite. Um, she's been drinking. She's pretty wasted. They're talking, and she's talking about how she don't feel anything no more. How she's sad, and she keeps drinking, and then Jimmy confesses how he feels like he killed Meep, and or not how he killed Meep. That Meep should still be alive, and how he killed the cop, and how he can't protect everybody because his anger and pride and everything got the best of him. They He goes for a kiss, she pulls away, so it's like Lobster Boy can't get none with nobody, but he's trying. Everyone who says anything nice about him, and then they start kissing and making out. He's doing his Lobster Boy, if you know what I'm talking about. And she starts bleeding down her leg pretty bad. He carries her out. Bearded lady shows up, takes her to the doctor. She knows who's cool with freaks. Um, Turns out she was a woman her whole life. She's 100% woman. She just has I'll just say this. She has an oversized clit. So she got too much estrogen. Yeah. Somehow she got too much testosterone and estrogen at the same time. Because she has three boobs and an oversized clit. And you get the oversized clit from taking testosterone. A lot of female bodybuilders have that problem. Well, he does her surgery, make her 100% woman. She is happy, and turns out she had a miscarriage with the strong man, who we find out later is at a gay pickup bar. And before we get into that, um, the rich kid, the rich boy, end up killing his mate in the last episode. Mom finds him. We get a little backstory on him. They get to hire some people to build her like a grave, but they're gonna put out flowers on top. Um, Turns out the rich kid's dad was also psychotic, or some kind of psychotic, and it comes from inbreeding and being inbred, um, to keep the trust all in line, so the rich stay rich, and I don't know what she was saying, but it went from that. So basically, he's inbred, and that's why he's crazy. because they wanted to keep their money in the family. Um, then yeah, it goes to the strongman in the gay bar talking to a artist who's also a prostitute, and he confesses how he's in love with them and how they always talk and how he wants to take them out of here, like get away. He kind of freaks out when because the guy mentions how he's happy there, and the worst thing is he ends up with a little bit of blood in his underwear if somebody gets too rough, and he strongman freaks out and says like, "No, I'm the only guy. Like, don't talk to me about like that." And so strongman's obviously gay, or at least bisexual, but yeah. So he kind of freaks out. They talk. He leaves. Guy basically shut him down because he's talking about how he loves him and they've only been together for like he only been in town for a month or whatever. Yeah. And then boom, there's the rich kid standing there. Hello. The guy tells him the price is $1 to talk, $2 for painting or something, like $10 to go outside in the alley, or 40 to go home with them. Um, so before I get into that, the rich kid tells his mom how he wants to be an actor. And then they cut to a scene of him working out in his underwear for like a good couple minutes. Talking about how to be a good killer, always dispose of the evidence. Um, then yeah, we go back to when he's with the prostitute, the gay prostitute. He takes him to the clown car. Um, Gets him in the clown house. They take their clothes off to compare bodies, I guess, and he ends up with the clown's face mask or mouth mask, whatever you want to call it, and he ends up stabbing him repeatedly, and then he starts hacking off his limbs to put in a bathtub full of acid. And somehow the gay guy didn't die, even though he stabbed him in the chest a bunch of times, stabbed him in the back, cut off his arm. He was still coming back to life, and he said, "Please kill me." Um, so the other side of this whole episode is the con man working his con on Elsa Mars, who is the main singer girl, and he's basically telling her how he's gonna take her to Hollywood and put her on television, the Elsa Mars Hour. He also tells that to the two-headed women, I forget their names, Dot and I forget the other girl's name. He actually ends up taking them to like outside of town. Um, it's a whole fake scene. It really bummed me out, or just like, what's the point of this? So the con man ends up, there's Elsa Mars walking out. She's in her whole get up for her show, and she's walking out. The guy, they're gonna go take headshots. Um, there's two heads in the back of the car, and they drive off. It's the con man with two-headed woman. He takes them to like a picnic kind of thing. Um, Offers them pink cupcakes. That's why the whole episode's called Pink Cupcakes. Um, the more naive, friendly one eats it, and she's like, "You baked it yourself?" And then he ends up poisoning them. They show them in the aquarium tank with the museum chick, so this whole time you're thinking, oh, he killed him and he sold them. It was a fake scene, it didn't happen. They also showed the happy the happy one dying and the other one is alive still. They show her dying and it's a freak out, and then they go back to for realsies, and he says, "Eat pink cupcakes," and the kind of mean-sided one says, "No, if we're gonna be on television, we need to watch our figure." And basically, the scene ends with the strongman at the hospital, or not the hospital, it's the doctor's office. He breaks the guy's fingers for saying he would fix the hermaphrodite with the three boobs, and he threatens to kill his family if he talks to her or anybody, police, anybody. And it really ends with Elsa Mars talking to the two-headed women about how she's gonna take them under her wing for the television shows with the con man. So, thanks for watching. Oh no, this show's getting pretty weird for me. Um, I don't know what they're gonna do next, but I will watch next week's episode, but I won't be able to review it. I will be out of town. Um, Same thing if you watch my Walking Dead recaps, I won't be able to do this week or next week, but I will be back on the 19th, so I will do an episode recap for that episode. Um, Again, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm trying to get these shorter, but it's an hour show. Trying to get the recap into 10 minutes at least. Sorry. Peace.